is 331. Yeah. We'll lie. It's all good. Yeah. When we're on camera. All right. You're listening to Special Olympics World Games 2019 podcast series on the Special Chronicles show. This is episode 331.
No way!
I think that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's my lucky number.
Awesome.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wow.
It is.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good sign. So, yeah. Whoa. I can click the
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Special Chronicles presents our Special Olympics World Games 2019 podcast series, hosted by Sergeant Shriver International Global Messenger Daniel Spakowski. Here, popular conversations with Special Olympics athletes, unified partners, and coaches who will take on the world in 18 sports at the Special Olympics World Games in Abu Dhabi, March 14th to the 21st, 2019. This is the podcast series where we chronicle the stories of the determined and lead the inclusion revolution. Tune in right now as we meet the determined on SpecialChronicles.com. For show notes and to follow our Special Olympics World Games 2019 coverage, please visit us at SpecialChronicles.com/WorldGamesAD. That's SpecialChronicles.com/WorldGamesAD. Our Special Olympics World Games 2019 podcast series on SpecialChronicles.com is produced in partnership with the Special Olympics USA communications team. We invite you to cheer for USA and follow at Special Olympics USA on social media and learn more about our USA delegation at SpecialOlympicsUSA.org.
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Podcasting since 2008. This is the show where we're broadcasting disability stories from an insider's perspective, and we are giving a voice to people with special needs. This is your weekly guide to finding joy, acceptance, and inclusion.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the Special Chronicles show. Daniel, host and founder of Special Chronicles, and Sergeant Shriver International Global Messenger with Special Olympics. We are back, and this is not going to be focused on an athlete or a coach or
Sorry.
but this is still part of our World Games series, but it's more behind the scenes of Special Olympics USA, right?
True. Very true. My name is Alex, and I serve on the Special Olympics USA communications team, which is pretty awesome.
Yep.
And it's a unified communications team, in case you haven't heard the news. Daniel also serves on this team with me, which is really exciting. It's the first time we've ever had a unified communications team, so It's pretty cool.
Yes, it's pretty cool. So, maybe take us back a little bit about, like, what the Special Olympics USA team is.
Okay, so Special Olympics USA is the national team that represents the United States of America when we go to a World Games, the Special Olympics World Games. We kind of come together with a delegation for the Summer Games and the Winter Games, and this year we are coming together for Abu Dhabi. So we have about 215 athletes.
How many sports?
18 sports. I told Daniel I wasn't sure if I was going to remember that one, so thanks. We got it out early. So this delegation will go over to Abu Dhabi in March, and it's coming up really soon. And they'll compete in a ton
March 14th to the 21st?
Yep.
On the awesome bracelet?
Awesome. Yes.
I mean, these bracelets are pretty.
It's a nice cheat sheet.
Yeah, it is.
It's really helpful.
It is.
I agree. I think it's great. Awesome.
You can always remember when you're going.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I should start wearing all of my notes like
Yeah,
that.
I know, yeah.
Getting them made into bracelets.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh,
Easy. Can we do that like with all the speeches that we give? Like just
yeah. I think we
bracelets
should.
made?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe our next summer games.
Yeah.
Be June 9th through 11th.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
So, tell us a little bit more about what what's everyone doing to get ready for.
Sure. So everyone is training right now. We just got our uniforms, which is really exciting. Champion made us these amazing uniforms. We're really excited. So those just got sent out to all of the team members. So everybody's kind of in the process of trying that on and getting pumped up. We're less than 25 days away now. So I think everyone's kind of just mentally preparing for the games. Everybody's been training super hard. I know you talked to Grace.
Yeah.
Grace swims, I think, every day, which is awesome. So yeah, me personally, I'm starting to really gear up with some of our media stuff. We're going to have a big push around our send off, and we're going to hope to tell as many awesome stories from all of our athletes as possible.
What type of media are we looking to have?
All sorts of media. I've seen a lot of local programs have been sending out stuff about their athletes, which is really great. So it's great to start kind of at that local level, and then it all kind of bubbles up to bigger stories about our athletes, so we can share as much awareness or spread as much awareness as possible about this team and these athletes' accomplishments. Since I know you saw the news the other day, ESPN is going to be involved in telling the stories of our athletes and of all the athletes. They're going to be a big part of World Games this year, which is really exciting. So it's just, we're just in the thick of it right now. It's awesome.
So when do you guys leave for? Because I think like as international global messengers we'll leave, and I think it's March 10th. I think, but.
Yes. Okay. So our management team will all come together. So we get the whole team together before we fly over to Abu Dhabi. So we're going to meet in Newark, which is really exciting. So I'll be over there right at the beginning of March, and we'll all be over there. We'll get the whole team. We'll have a cool send-off party, and we're really thankful to Bank of America. They're doing a lot of really neat things to help with our send-off. We're gonna have a big fair. It should be really cool. And then the athletes will kind of get in team mode, get in sport mode, and we'll fly over to Abu Dhabi. So we should be there a little bit early. I think a little bit before you, just so that we can start our host town and get assimilated to life in Abu Dhabi.
So, for viewers who might not know, like, how long is the flight going to be when we go over there?
It's going to be long. I don't know the actual hours. But it's going to be a long one.
Okay.
I want to say 16, but I don't know if that's right.
So, yeah. Let's see. What else is going to be happening, like, when we're over there?
Well, the big part is the competition, obviously. Yeah. That's what I'm most looking forward to seeing. So for USA...
But, like, what type of stories and...
Gosh, what type of stories? Well, there's going to be 4 of us from our communications team over there running around. So we're going to be, on social promoting everything we can, all of the victories and the new friendships and the personal bests and all of that. As well as the culture. I think one of the things that our athletes keep saying is how excited they are to learn about life in Abu Dhabi and what it's like for those athletes. So I think we'll be trying to document as much of that as possible too. We'll start, like I said, with host towns, so we'll get those stories. Then we go into competition. There's opening ceremonies. That's always really cool. So we're gonna be documenting as much of it as we can.
And any behind the scenes little stories or anything you can share?
Not right now. I don't really have anything behind the scenes, but I don't know. I would say
like what type of stories is ESPN gonna?
Ooh, those I'm not sure I can share with you. They're pretty secret. We'll have to wait a little bit before we can push some of that out. But it's exciting. They're highlighting a few of our athletes, and I know they're highlighting athletes from other delegations as well, as they should.
So not just U.S.?
No, they're going to be focusing on just the games, so all the athletes that attend, which is really cool.
How many different countries?
Offhand, I don't know the amount of countries. I want to say it's 170. I don't know that that's accurate, so don't quote me on that.
That sounds right, but
there will be about 7,000 athletes competing, though. So a lot of athletes.
And only like 200.
We have 215 athletes from the U.S. That doesn't include our unified partners or our coaches or anything like that. But yeah, 215 athletes. Yeah. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
it's a big team.
That's a big team. So, how can people follow USA?
I think the best way to start is to follow our social media accounts. So on Facebook, you can look for Special Olympics USA. On Instagram, you can look for Special Olympics USA. We're on Twitter too. You can look for us there at Special OLY USA. I think that's the best way. And then definitely remember to use the hashtag #CheerForUSA when you're posting. These athletes want to see that you're supporting them. Oh, yeah, right there. There it is. Cheer for USA. Oh no, there we go. Awesome.
Yeah, those listening to the audio is not wondering what are we pointing at.
It's silly. But we also have a newsletter. If you go to our website, you can subscribe to our newsletter, which will have, the photos and everything from Abu Dhabi, or just our website. In general, we're posting our photos every day.
So what kind of updates are on the newsletter, or like how many of those can people expect to see?
You can expect to see quite a few when we're over there. We'll be recapping things like how our host town went, what our athletes were up to in host town, what they're learning about life in Abu Dhabi, how competition's going, what opening ceremonies was like, all of that. Yeah.
So, why is it important to choose to include?
I think, first of all, it's very important to choose to include. I think the biggest reason for me is that our athletes are capable of so many things. I mean, you prove that every day, right? Yep. So, I mean, Daniel's definitely a better media connoisseur than anyone I know. So I think it's just important because I don't want people to ever feel less capable or less deserving of things because of their disability. I think that's really important for us to acknowledge, is that our athletes, despite their disabilities, are just capable of so many things and so many have so many talents and are just, you guys are just awesome.
So as we come to a close, but first, it's the first time that the World Games will be in the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
So what type of impact for Special Olympics USA, and even I guess overall, what impact do you think that the World Games is going to have?
I hope that they see everything that I was just saying. I hope they see how talented and capable and amazing all of our athletes are, and I hope that leaves a lasting impression in the UAE. I hope that their programs grow and that more people choose to include, and not just in the UAE but just worldwide. I think all of these things that we do, like the 50th and things, anytime there's these big pieces of awareness where people can learn more about us and what we've got going on, I think it's just a great thing and a great peg in our choosing to include action.
And more of the media stories getting out there, I'm sure it's going to help a lot.
Exactly. I hope so too.
So, any final thoughts on overall time today, or anything else to?
I mean, my biggest thing is definitely just encouraging everyone to cheer for USA. Yeah. I think it means a lot to our athletes when we see those messages and everything. I know our athletes are going to have a really exciting time, but they'll be away from their families and away from friends and workplaces and things. So seeing the public support is really, I think, a cool thing. So definitely cheer for USA.
Yeah, and hashtag Feel for USA.
Yep.
And so awesome. So thanks for coming on. I'm sure this will be the last time you'll be on.
The last time I was on, we were announcing that you were a Sergeant Striker and Messenger. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was an unexpected show that we did.
I think I surprised you a little bit. That was fun.
Just a little bit.
Awesome.
Didn't have any words there to.
This is the first time Daniel's ever been speechless. That's for sure.
Yeah. And it was all on camera.
Awesome. Yeah, it was. It was fun though.
Yeah. But now come here and have this.
Look at that.
This.
How was training? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Well, there's only 9 of us there because one from Pakistan couldn't come because of his visa. But we all connected like a family. Like I'm sure Chris told you, and yeah, it's like all.
That's amazing.
It's gonna be exciting. When we're all together, when we're all in our Dhabi and we're all together and we'll all be because it's only 10 of us, but it's we're all able to connect and have fun and so
good. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm glad that you're a part of it, and I'm glad you're going to be coming to the games. That's awesome.
It'll be exciting. It'll be. I think they said we might even get to play a unified sport when we're over there. So
awesome.
I don't know which one, but we had to give them a few. But
sounds like your basketball team is doing pretty well. So maybe basketball.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll have me do basketball over there. So before we play the closing, we could end by saying until next week, cheer for USA.
Okay.
Because that's what we want people to do, right?
Absolutely.
So until next week, cheer for USA. Please join in the conversation. Tweet us your comments with hashtag Special Chronicles World Games. Tag @Special Chronicles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and tag @Special C Podcast on Twitter. Text in your comments to us to feedback@specialchronicles.com. Simply enter that address into your text messaging app where you normally put someone's phone number, then type in your text message to us and it'll instantly show up on the iPad in studio. This episode is sponsored by the Jenny and PJ Fortner Foundation. We thank Jenny Fortner and her family for their generous support of our mission as Special Chronicles. And also sponsored by Goldman Sachs, a financial institution. We thank them for the generous support of our mission as Special Chronicles. And this episode is also brought to you by listeners like you. Please join our supporters and help support us at Special Chronicles with your tax-deductible donation today to help us continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special needs. Please go to specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. And we thank you for your generous support of our mission at Special Chronicles. Finally, Special Chronicles is proud to partner with the ComEd Energy Force Ambassador Program. The Energy Force is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives and is really powering us here at Special Chronicles to keep the lights on and keep all this technology plugged in. And learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. We thank ComEd for the generous support of Special Chronicles. Once again, for show notes and to follow our Special Olympics World Games 2019 coverage, please visit us at specialchronicles.com/WorldGamesAD. That's specialchronicles.com/WorldGamesAD. Our Special Olympics World Games 2019 podcast series on SpecialChronicles.com is produced in partnership with the Special Olympics USA Communications team. We invite you to cheer for USA and follow at Special Olympics USA on social media and learn more about USA delegation at SpecialOlympicsUSA.org. Until next week, remember, choose to include
Special Chronicles. Giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
And then, see you guys next time.